With Los Angeles pushing to vastly increase its reliance upon renewable energy, in this Virtually Rick, we take a look at something hot and powerful that lies beneath our feet. The power of the planet itself! Bloody hell! I am, of course, talking about geothermal energy, so come with me. Let's get virtual. And the deeper you go into the Earth, the warmer it gets. It's like digging into an enormous chocolate lava cake, which is basically like the outer core of our planet, except not quite so tasty. Look, it's liquid and incredibly hot, but above the core is the crust upon which we sit, or in this case, float. And it's solid, around 15 to 35 miles thick. However, if you burrow into it, the temperature increases by around 50 degrees Fahrenheit for every mile deeper you go. Ouch! So it can be cool on the surface, but hot down below. And it's because of this temperature difference that we can use it to create energy geothermal style. Seriously? Here's how it works. There are several ways of doing it, but over half the geothermal energy generated in the US comes from dry steam power plants like this one you're looking at. First, we find a geothermal reservoir underground, basically an area where there's a lot higher heat than usual. Then pump cold water under pressure deep below the surface, and then extract the mineral-rich salty water that then bubbles up as steam. It travels through the pipes all the way up to a turbine, basically a giant windmill that uses steam instead of wind. Then, as it turns, it drives a generator that creates electricity so you can charge your phone. The remaining water is then cooled off and pumped back into the Earth all over again. It's an incredibly simple process, and most importantly, it's renewable and very clean. Thank you, Mother Nature, you beauty! The Romans knew all about naturally occurring geothermal springs for their spas, baths, and heating. They were smart, but now we're smarter. The USA generates the most energy from geothermal power the world over. The downside of living on the edge of huge tectonic plates floating on magma is earthquakes. But the upside is the potential to fuel our homes, houses, and businesses with an endless supply of energy that makes 99% less carbon emissions than fossil fuels, with around 5.5% of California's power being generated from it. So perhaps now you can see why it should be called OM Geothermal.